No way. How's it going? My name is Japandavi, and in anime Vanguards, the new summer update, where you can unlock all the new summer units, that being Ali, Newsman, Hai, and Quetzalcoatl. What a name, Quetzalcoatl. But the most elusive one, the one you're going to want to go for, the strongest unit in the game right now, Escanor, at a 0.005% drop rate. And unfortunately, I was not recording, but my boy is beyond goated here. Starts off as a simple, just like bartender form before he transforms when the sun comes up. Escanor being the new Vanguard, he's going to be worth everything. He's going to be worth everything I've got. So can I give you that SPA? I need a Z+, and definitely not an SPA because I have a godly SPA. Oh, there we go, Z+, there we go, there we go. Wait, hold on. We're cooking, we're actually cooking. We keep that Z+. No Z+ in range, we're completely out on that. Alright, so Iscanor does not evolve, unfortunately, it seems like. He's just how he is. That's fine. What we can do is, we can do this. Oh, it's so insane, look at it! Oh my goodness! Went from 7.2, already insane damage as a level 1, up to 28,000 on placement, 7 SPA. Oh, that's so cooked. He's so cooking. He's so cooking. All right, I have 160 traits. We're gonna dump everything in Iscanor. We're going big. Filters, Monarch, reroll. Give me something good. Dude, that's so bad. The luck is so bad. No way. Not even one mythic trait, dude. I hate this game. All right, we got 20 trait rerolls now. And select. All right, reroll. I want that Monarch, dude. Give me that Monarch. I'm sticking with Marksman. There's no way we're getting anything in that last 4. I totally forgot how pay to win this game is. I totally forgot why I stopped playing for so long, because the game is so pay to win. It's so hard to get anything good on somebody. I mean, the fact that I got him is still good luck anyways. I know that was pretty hard, but I mean, eventually over time, you're bound to get it. Kadim, you're shiny. You should be giving me good luck, right? Ooh, that's just what I needed. How did you know? How did you know? Karim, sacrifice that. Put that into Escanor. Now you got Z+, Godly, and Z+. I love it. Alright, the game's too pay to win to have any better trait than Marksman on him. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to pay to win. I'm not big enough of a channel to pay to win. But with Z+, Godly, and Z+, on placement, 4K DPS with Marksman. So nothing's being boosted except for his range. And then he upgrades a little bit more damage, a little bit more range, a little bit more damage, slower SPA, a little bit more range, a little bit more range, a little bit more damage, a little bit more damage, slower SPA or lower SPA, a little bit more range, So from 4K to 5K DPS, you have to upgrade him 4 times for another 1K DPS. Oh, and then he loses DPS on his next upgrade. His SPA actually goes down, and his damage barely goes up. Upgrade him again. He almost goes back to that same DPS, and now he's up. His next transformation gives him a little bit more DPS. 57.8 range is pretty good. It's pretty nice. 6.2 SPA is a little on the slower end. 36.2K is insane though. But look at that jump from 5.89 to 6.59. That's a huge DPS increase. Then he goes up to 6.84K DPS. And then another big jump going all the way up to 7.69K DPS. Oh man, this is insane. Jump again up to 8.1. He's at 63 range, 42,000. Upgrade again. Oh, huge spike in his damage, but his SPA drops immensely. Goes up to 70.5K damage with a range of 67.9, 8.9 thousand DPS, and then finally 9.64 thousand DPS. No mythic traits, just marksman. 76.3 thousand damage every 7.9 seconds with a range of 72.2. That's insane. So looking at Escanor with his passives, the one above all, on the pre-match screen, the player can select burn unit slots. Burn unit slots cannot be used. For every slot burned or empty, team slot permanently gains 1 hour stack. If all slots are burned or you have no other units equipped, this unit will upgrade itself every wave and becomes free to place. With Iscanor, if he's the only one here, because you can burn every other slot or leave it empty, you can then place him for free and he will upgrade himself every wave by himself. You don't need any money to do it. He'll just upgrade himself every wave. He also gains a 1 hour stack. We'll look into that and see what that is now. High noon. For every wave that passes, this unit gains 1 hour stack. For every hour stack, this unit gains 15% damage and 1.5% range. When he's at 12 stacks, this unit gains 30% damage, and all enemies in range get inflicted with burn for 2% of his damage for 5 seconds every second. So after 5 seconds have passed, he will have done an extra 10% damage. So it's an AoE burn constantly. That's insane. All right. Upon hitting 12 stacks, every wave lowers stack count by 1. So he'll have a permanent stack count if you just use him of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 15, 50 plus 25, 75. If you only use Escanor and burn every other slot, 75% damage. Plus, what is it? A 7.5% range. So 75% damage, 7.5% range. And then when he hits 12, he'll get the extra boost from the damage. And this is just base. Like, just placing him down, he gets 75% more damage, 7.5% more range. And he cannot go beneath that. His next thing is Sunshine. Attacks inflict burn for 30% of his damage for 5 seconds. If an enemy leaves this unit's range, his unit will inflict that enemy with burn for 100% of his damage for 5 seconds. Anytime this unit inflicts burn on an enemy, he cleanses himself of debuffs and status effects from self. So as you can see, with Escanor equipped, you can burn units. So what you're going to do is burn your unit slots. Maybe it doesn't let me until it starts. 7,500 to place is kind of insane. But he is free because we burned everything, and he gets a 1.75 damage boost. And his hour stacks are going up, so every wave it's going to go up until he hits 12 stacks, and then at 12 stacks it'll go back down, but it can't go below 5 because it's a permanent 5 is what it said. So that's perfect. And as you can see, he's upgrading himself as the waves go by. His damage is just insane. It's actually goated. He's actually so cracked. You can only place one of him, so there's no multiples, so you definitely need a Monarch on him. Monarch or bust, pretty much. But even without Monarch, dude, his damage is insane. Even without Monarch, it's actually so crazy. We're just watching him slowly level up over time. So it seems like he starts off with a circle into a cone that can be useful if placed properly, but since it's his first ability, you don't really want to build off of that. His next one is going to be Heavenly Sword plus Lion Sin. I'm very curious what that's going to be. I was also hoping that a Merlin passive would go in there, or at least like some kind of play off of Merlin, because Escanor and Merlin basically like hand in hand. Alright, so he goes from a circle to a cone, well, a circle cone to a full straight cone. Now the cone's not that big, it's a decent sized cone. It's less than 90 degrees, as you can see. It's probably about like 85, maybe even 80, somewhere between there. It's close to a 90-degree angle. It's really close, but it's a little less than that. He's going to keep upgrading himself, but here we have Lion Sin now. So this is the little mini nuke that we could use, but it can only be used once per match. So just because you do have it doesn't mean you want to do it, because he'll do 400% damage of whatever his damage is. So you probably want to hold off. You probably want him to upgrade a little bit. And then here we are to the next one, Cruel Rain. So Cruel Rain, let's see what that is. Is that the 90? Oh, that's bigger than 90. The devs are so weird with this. They have one that's like slightly smaller than 90, and now they have one that's like slightly bigger than 90 degrees. All right, let's skip some more waves and see his next abilities. As you can see, his hour stacks are going down. Here's his next one. He gets Cruel Prominence. This is where he jumps from 81.5 thousand damage to 134, but his SPA does drop down to 7.9, and I'm hoping that's because he becomes AoE. Let's see. It's a circle. Depending on the position and how you do it, circle can be better than cone, because if they start running past you here, then now you're facing this cone this way and you're not hitting any of these. It really depends how you position it. But a cone can be better. It also can be worse in some situations. Circle is just kind of like very standard. Circle doesn't get worse, it doesn't get better. And then his final upgrade, he just gets a bit more damage, same SPA, a little bit more range, and then he unlocks his ultimate passive, or his ultimate active. As you can see here, ultimate, set self to 12-hour stack, gains 50% damage. I just realized we have VFX off. I just realized that. All right, we're gonna sell you. We're gonna place you down here because I want to see your attacks. Does it really look like level 1? Are you supposed to look like that? All right, so his first attack. How do you spectate again? There we go. It's been a while since I played this game. All right, his first attack. He walks forward, cracks his knuckles, and then just pretty much punches into them. It's pretty cool. All right, his next attack. Oh, it seems like he just summons down like the sunlight. Yeah, he just shoots down sun on them. That's pretty cool. All right, his next attack. And what does he do? Oh, he throws 3 fireballs. Does that mean it's multi-hit? Does it hit 3 times? I think it does. Like, I feel like it has to. And then his final attack. Oh, God. He jumps up in the air and he basically hurls the sun at you. That's what he does. That's so sick. Iscanor is so goated. I just realized that there is a modifier that allows you to have Monarch. So, max upgrade. Monarch. 154,310 damage per second. And this is if he has ultimate on, which gives him the 12-hour stacks and an additional 50% damage boost. Now obviously after 5 waves he's going to sell himself, but really all that damage matters for is the boss. So as long as you trigger it before the boss happens, you're going to be good. It's actually so insane, dude. It's actually so insane. Damage in range of 7 million. So from here to there, he's going to deal 7 million damage by himself, his own unit. That's crazy to me, dude. That's crazy. And if you need a little extra boost on that too, he does a nuke for 4 mil. A 4 million nuke right here. That's so crazy. That's actually so crazy. If you take like these into consideration now too, 2% of his damage every second for a AoE burn constant. What? That's another 10,000 damage every second on top of what he's doing. So really it's a DPS of 164,000. When an enemy leaves his range, they will take 100% of his damage as a burn for 5 seconds. 100% is 1.1 mil he's doing in burn damage for 5 seconds. On top of that, he could also be doing the 300,000k burn that he normally does. So all his attacks leave a 300k burn. And then when they leave his range, if they somehow survive getting hit by 1.1 mil, 300k burn. Then when they leave, they take a 1.1 mil burn again on top of that. It's so goated. It's so hard to believe how strong this unit is. He's literally insane. Literally. Like, I mean, just to like, let's see, just to have a comparison. Sun Jin Woo, and this is also going to be with the Monarch too. Sun Jin Woo at max does a DPS of 36,916 with a damage in range of 1.7 million. Look at this difference. Look at this difference. And like, yes, you can argue that Sun Jin Woo, he buffs himself. Like, yes, if I dropped a bunch of Igrises down, if I dropped a bunch of Balus down, I mean, he would get up to 50% more damage. Okay, let's say 50% more damage then. So 50% of 230 would be 115, no, 160, 165, 165k more. It still doesn't even compare. It's still not even close, because even if you doubled this damage, if you doubled his DPS, it's still weaker. It's not even half. If you double his DPS to 73,000 damage per second, it's not even half of Escanor. It's so crazy to me how strong Iscanor is. It's so crazy to believe this. He's so good. He's so good. And the fact that he's the only person you need to use, because if you just bring him and no one else, you don't even need farms or anything. He's free to place. He upgrades himself every wave. Any excess money you get, you can spend on upgrading him even faster. Like, he's so good. He's so good. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry I wasn't able to pull anything good on him trait-wise. The game is very pay to win, and there's nothing I can do about the fact that the game is pay to win. And it's one of the reasons why I quit Vanguards, and I'll probably quit Vanguards again. It's too pay to win. They want way too much money. But you have a great one. And as always, eat some food, drink some water. And I love you.